Stephen A. Smith just put a stop to Angel Reese's ego trip so hard that it left skid marks. Trust me, this isn't a glamorous Netflix special with a scripted fall from grace. If you thought the drama on the hardwood peaked with buzzer beers, buckle up. Stephen A. didn't just drop a microphone, he set it on fire. The big question is, what did Angel do? Because it's not about black and white, it's about that white player and that black player. And why? Because of their windy. Angel Reese and LSU have busted their living by mimicking what Caitlin Clark was doing to many opponents on the way to the Final Four. You know what? At that specific moment, and Angel Reese was in her face chirping at her the way that she did, it would never have gotten to this point. 4 points, yep, that's it. Angel Reese managed a whopping 4 points as if she was on a scoring diet while sitting at the top of rebounds. Even with Caitlin Clark iced on the bench like she's posing for a sports drink, half wrapped in ice and the other half wrapped in hope that Angel couldn't seize the moment she had the ball. As much as we love Angel Reese because she is special, she is not Caitlin Clark as a player. Caitlin Clark is on a different level, so we just have to own a look. This performance was less I'll show them and more oops, I forgot where the hoop was, while the national narrative featured Caitlin Clark. If you can't wait for Reese's next blooper, then comment, fire the baby giraffe down below. Let's get started. The majority of fans were thrilled to see Caitlin Clark and the Indiana Fever play against Angel Reese and the Chicago Sky. The game was a landslide victory with Clark's triple-double leading the way. However, the biggest headline coming out of the game on Saturday was the WNBA's investigation into allegations of hateful fan comments directed at a Reese. Clark was sidelined, but still managed to impact the game, and his contribution was so lackluster that it might have been met with a polite apology card. It's as if she's treating scoring as a luxury item that's nice to have but not necessary. Angel Reese, Park 38, let's get her life, throws her lemons, but she makes bricks bang, PSA to anyone watching. After Reese grabbed an offensive rebound, okay, she grabbed those 12 rebounds, and yes, she treats them like currency, like each one is a free meal at Chick-fil-A. But rebounds without buckets just collect participation trophies. I missed the rim by 3 feet, man, but I have to admit that this is my favorite summer sitcom. Here's a statistic. She's only made 21 hoops and has been blocked 20 times. It's a difficult night, and even the broadcast crew is trying to control the damage, but she made a contribution elsewhere. Perhaps she participated in a reality show where she ran laps in sneakers that hadn't seen the rim since college. The camera even captured her in a glaze as if she were mentally applying for a spin-off series. The real WNBA stat hoarders are those who don't care about stats as long as they look fierce. I'm not angry with her, but it's not about her, guys. It's about what she stands for. Before she was born, many great black basketball players were competing in the WNBA, and they never had this kind of shine and appearance. Angel used to walk in with a swagger for days, her lashes, hair, and confidence, unflinching. But that 4-point episode screamed, "I peaked in college," loud enough to wake the NCAA archives. This isn't the long-anticipated Bayou Barbie takeover. Instead, it's becoming the desperate housewives of the WNBA and Angels, pouring over a lone glass of Pinot and asking, where's everyone gone? Meanwhile, Caitlin Clark, who has been elbowed, iced, and double-teamed, continues to score points, dish out assists, and hit threes as if she's playing in her backyard gym. She doesn't just show out, she shows out. Angel had the ideal setup, but Caitlin's full attention was given to her, and she still flopped. I'll go into more detail about that in a moment, but first I want to hear your thoughts about some racial animus that was thrown in Ailree's direction. The Chicago Sky have gotten involved, stating that they're going to protect their players at all costs. Here is the WNBA statement. The WNBA strongly condemns racism, hate, and discrimination in all forms. They have no place in our league or in society. We are aware of the allegations and are looking into the matter. Do you think it will ever subside? That rebound-heavy stat line, sure, 12-board scream hustle, but rebounds aren't the same as impact. You can box out 3 players and still watch your shot clang off the front rim. Angel was out there snagging rebounds. like Pokemon cards. Got to catch them all, then never use them. Oh, man. The last part of that, Stephen A., is really something to consider. I believe that when you go back to the beginning of our rivalry between Caitlin and Andre, I recall me using videos on the internet that showed her at 190 of 59 from less than 5 feet away. How about that, man? You should work in hotel housekeeping because she could turn it over quickly, losing by 27 points and scoring only 4 points against the Indiana Fever de Michel. No Caitlin Clark, no problem, given, no chance of working. You prefer a car or a plane for what you want to travel. I have yet to witness a single instance of Angel Reese being a leader outside of rebounding her missed layups. What does Angel Reese do? Tell me, because I know I'm being harsh on her. There are rumors that she compared herself to Michael Jordan, but this isn't a high school pep rally. If you're not scoring, you're not playing. At this point, Angel's contribution might be her sideline, runway looks, or keeping seats warm, not exactly MVP behavior. If she notices her minutes decreasing, she might want to check with the stylist before the stats coach. Thinks of herself as a star. If you're going to call yourself a star, I expect you to perform like a star, especially during big moments. Angel Reese was the only star on the court last night, and for 27 minutes, she completely disappeared. This was supposed to be her breakout year, the moment she proved she's more than just an attitude with highlight clips, but instead, she's become the WNBA's version of a viral TikTok trend that started high, took a shaky step, and now we're all watching her fall, but not quickly enough for the rest of us. The reason for Angel Reese's popularity is largely due to her actions toward Caitlin Clark. A few years ago, when Caitlin was busy taunting opponents before LSU crushed Iowa in the national championship game, or so it was Angel Reese who was clapping back at Caitlin Clark. Once it was Caitlin Clark's turn to get her comeuppance, that's what made Angel Reese famous. After that, she experienced vitriol, which was difficult for her to handle. Don't get it twisted. People were actually cheering for Angel Reese to win. She entered the league as a headline-generating machine and a walking plot point. Unless she's out there doing some sort of postmodern sports satire about inefficiency, this isn't cutting it, and now fans are waking up, logging on, watching the games, and going, wait, that's it? Twitter was on fire, not with admiration, but with confusion. Clark, the drama, the flair, the Bayou Barbie spectacle. The WNBA could market for months. He had all the charisma, the college stardom, the viral moments, but all that glitter means nothing when you're putting up numbers that wouldn't frighten a junior varsity team. There are a lot of reactions coming in from last night's drubbing, destruction, annihilation, cremation, whatever you want to call it, roasting, sauteed, whatever your form of cooking may be, but the Indiana Fever completely destroyed the Chicago Sky. And what makes this so glaring is that Caitlin Clark, yes, the girl sitting out injured, is still alive. Offensively, she's gone like a left AirPod, and even her ardent fans are trying to rewrite the narrative by posting threads like, we need to talk about how Angel Reese is actually good. You just don't understand basketball. Karen, please, she's struggling like a flip phone in 2025, dominating the league's conversation without even playing. That's when it starts to get really awkward. Caitlin is on the bench, likely with her ankle wrapped up, drinking electrolytes and watching casually while Angel is out there looking like she forgot her own position. Clark, on the other hand, feels like the bigger presence on the court. How can you lose the spotlight to someone who isn't even wearing a uniform? And then front office rumors start to circulate. Is she being benched for development? That's basketball code for, we can't say this in public, but yikes, it's not just a slump, it's a reckoning. The Sky didn't draft a TikTok star because they wanted a franchise pillar, but getting a rebound machine with a scoring allergy. And this is exclusive to women. I'm sick of it. Here's my thing, guys. Who else are these girls who are hating on Caitlin Clark? Are you just browsing Twitter? What else are these women supposed to do? Fawn over her, fangirl over her, bend the knee, kiss the R? Like, what do you want from them? We can't. Every time the girl plays a game, She has 35 more games. Geisen has 35 more games. We won't be going to revisit and repeat the same old crap every single game. Let's be honest, teams want killers on the court, not just this young lady needs to realize that this isn't LSU anymore. Because she's not mistaken, the WNBA is not a charity. They don't give out all-star ballots for high-effort cardio. You don't get minutes for memories. And right now, Angel's box scores look like someone misprinted them. If you're going to flex on social media, at least follow it up with something more than 4 to 12 shooting and vibes. Even Stephen A. Smith probably sat back, cleaned his glasses, and yelled, 4 at 8. Are my boots matching my jacket? Are my gloves matching my hat? Angel Reese invested a lot of time in this ensemble, which raises the question of whether she spends more time on her pregame catwalk outfits or on improving her skills. The tension is increasing, and every minute that Angel spends on the court without producing results adds to the scrutiny. This isn't the NCAA. This is the big leagues, and you're expected to earn every second. If you think that coaches in the WNBA will give you 30 minutes for personality, please. Your playing time will also decrease the moment your efficiency declines if you're not making an impact. Scoring, assisting, or defending, you're just taking up space on the court. Angel is no longer just playing basketball. She is battling to remain relevant in a league that will forget the hype faster than a Twitter trend. The goose comes along and she wreaks havoc. She wins Rookie of the Year, ranks 4th in the league in MVP voting, and is simply amazing in her rookie year. She is like Steph Curry. You understand that she has that kind of capability. She didn't win a national championship, lost to LSU one year and lost to South Carolina the next year, but she is exceptional and obviously deserving of being the first overall pick. Votes. So now the focus is on performance rather than potential. Either she recovers quickly or 10 years from now, we'll be watching an ESPN documentary called Angel Reese, The Hype That Never Hit, which will feature dramatic piano, slow motion turnovers, and a narrator asking what happened. We also need to talk about Tyler Marsh, who has been tasked with unlocking Angel Reese like she's a hidden NBA 2K character. He's tried everything, including power forward, small ball, and 5 strange pseudo-wing assignments. At this point, Marsh is likely drawing plays in hieroglyphics in an attempt to get her to score, but the issue is that it doesn't matter where you put her if she can't convert. It's like moving furniture around in a haunted house and wondering why the ghosts are still there. Marsh could put her under the basket or at half court if she's scoring 4 points, but none of that would work, Chicago. She bowled at Iowa in college and has bowled since entering the NBA last year. She did her thing, finished as an all-star, finished 4th in the league in MVP voting, and was the obvious winner of Rookie of the Year. When it was all said and done, there was no competition at all.